Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be using the March stamp of the month. So this is a little bit of a sneak peek because this catalogue is coming out. It's our March-April 2022 catalogue, and right up the back there is this very cute stamp of the month called You're the Goat. You can get this stamp of the month with an $80 spend if you shop on my website, or if you're a VIP, you can earn it for free. It's so super cute, and I decided to stamp a whole lot of these images just with black ink, and I've used my Misty so that I could double stamp them because you'll see that the black is quite intense here. I wanted really crisp images. And for all of you who are a little bit scared of fussy cutting, I thought I would just do one of these on camera. These images aren't that hard to fussy cut out. All you need to do is leave a white edge, and that is quite forgiving when you're fussy cutting, rather than trying to cut right up against the edge of these. With these tiny little details, like the spurt here from the whale, the dog has a little waggy bit on it, and I've left that in there, and going around the eyes of the frog and the crab. You want to leave the white edge because it will make it easier. And the thing to remember is to leave your scissors straight and move the piece of paper, not the scissors. And if you keep moving the paper like I'm doing with this, it's a bit hard to get around those pieces, but it doesn't really matter if you mess up a little bit. I'm going to show you here. If you cut in too close to the black, like I've done here, don't give up on it. Just come back out with your scissors to the white edge. When this is adhered to your card or your layout, whatever project you're working on, people aren't really going to see that. So there you have the little whale, and there's the bit where I messed up on purpose, but I do that quite regularly, and I went up a bit too close to that tail, but you can't really see that there is that cut in there, and when that's stuck down, nobody is going to see that. The other thing that I'm using today is this For All Occasions stamp set. This is available in our core catalogue, and it has such a variety of sentiments on there. It's a must-have in any collection. So I'm going to start making. I've got two cards to show you today. One of the cards is a rainbow card, and you can see I've been playing here. You've seen me do this before. I use my score pal all the time when I want to bump things up against the edge. And I've laid out my rainbow colours. These are 3/4 of an inch strips, and they don't quite fit on the card, so the top and the bottom piece I'm going to have to trim off, but that's okay because I'm going to trim this card panel down once I have everything adhered anyway, because I want a white edge around it. So I'm just going to use some glue and start adhering these down, using the edge of my score pal as a guide. And to get these in rainbow order, I need to start with yellow. I'm just going to go right up to the edge there, and because I'm using liquid glue, this won't have fully adhered yet, so I'm able to move that along. So I'll just continue on putting these pieces along my card base. So I've got my card panel all done, ready to be trimmed down. I've got raspberry, candied apple, nectarine, lemon, green apple, Carolina, bluebell, and a retired purple colour here. I keep all my scraps in a Ziploc bag that I just get from Kmart. So this saves me cutting into a whole entire new sheet of cardstock when I want to make a project if I don't have to. So I'm going to trim this card panel down to 4 inches by 5 1/4, so I get the white edge around it when I put it on the card base. I'm going to bring my sentiment in and put that in first. So it's going to go right in the middle of this card, and I've already popped everything up on foam tape. So So I've got all my little animals all cut out, and they are going to go around this sentiment, and I'm going to place them so that they are spread out across the card. All of the little animals have been popped up on foam tape. I just use the inside sections or the remainder pieces from the shaker window foam and acetate sets that we have. And some I leave intact, and others I just bring my scissors in and just can cut a little sliver off like that. We do have foam tape on a roll, but I love the fact that we've got these ready to use, apart from just the pieces that go with the shaker windows. So that's card number 1 all done already. And now I'm going to do card number 2. And I thought it would be fun to bring in from my basket a whole heap of backgrounds when I'm playing with Distress Oxide inks or watercolouring. I keep all these things. This is all blended with Distress Oxides. It looks all one colour on camera. But you can see I've got a whole range here, from stencils to blending Distress Oxide inks to ones that I've put some splatters on. So I think what I'm going to do is use this one here. I love the speckled effect. This is done with creating just some sponging straight onto the Distress watercolour paper, and then I've misted it with some water, and I've done some smooshing by picking up with some acetate of the ink and put that on there to get those little effects. So I'm going to trim this one down. And to add a little bit more fun to this, I'm going to do some gold splatters. So I'm just going to get out my splatter box, and I'm going to use the Gilt Gloss Spray, and I'm just going to splatter that onto the card base or panel, and I'm also going to put some dots on there as well. And you can see here I've got a big blob of it, but I can dab that up with my paper towel, and on camera you'll see all these larger ones going nice and sparkly and gold. I'm going to repeat the same process that I did with the rainbow card. See, now I've got 2 different backgrounds that give different looks to these cards. I'm hoping you can pick up the gold spray on this one. It really does add another super little touch to the card. And as always, I do love anything rainbow. So, and these are the cards that I've made very quickly today to show you the stamp of the month. I love how it showcases all of the animals on this card. In this one, I've repeated a couple of them because I had done a lot of stamping with them. I've got another project coming up very soon that I've used these little critters in, and they're just so fun. And instead of using the little punny sayings with them, I thought it would be fun to make this party time, and when I go to gift this, I will put a happy birthday and stamp the name of the person that I'm going to give these cards to on the inside. I hope you've enjoyed watching this quick video today, and I hope to see you next time. Happy crafting, and bye for now.